unavailable. Stop recording checkbox checked. Time off V5.52.
Welcome to my stream. It is
6:37 p.m. Tuesday, June 14th.
June 14th. It is Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. And I am going to be streaming a really awesome thing. It has been 10 months in the making. But essentially, this has been a project that I've been working on with a few people over the past few months. Over time. And so, for those
Stream
who...
Elements, Leonian Universes now live. Streaming games and demos. Streaming number YuGiOh Access for the first time.
Yep, so, I'm streaming YuGiOh Access, the client, for the first time. We're gonna be, doing some matches, a few duels. So over a good amount of time. And I'm really excited about this. We have a fully UI-based client for the blind now, for people who want to play YuGiOh, and I think it's really great. It took a long time, a lot of work, a lot of bugs fixing, and thanks to all the people who helped me with this project, because I certainly could not have done it without them. A lot of people to thank in this. And I've already kind of put a post out there on the forum for audiogames.net. So if you want to check that out, you can find the information there. What I'll also do is I'll put the information into my stream chat real quick here. That'll just be my Discord server. And you'll be able to find all the information inside the Discord server if you want to download the client and try it out yourself. But this is the first time that I'm going to be streaming this client. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm excited about this. For those who may not know what YuGiOh is, it's a trading card game. Kind of like Hearthstone, but way more complicated than Hearthstone. I'd say. Certainly a lot more complicated. There's a lot more mechanics. It doesn't have 30 points for life. You have 8,000 points, and that could be a pretty big amount of points for someone who's just getting into YuGiOh who's playing Hearthstone. So this is not Hearthstone. It's a whole different game. Some of you may recognize the Blue Eyes White Dragon. If you know what that is, then you know what YuGiOh is for at least a little bit. I have a huge deck like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming this client. Let me know if anything is not visible or if you can't hear me too well. I'm gonna be putting this on Twitter real quick, and we'll get started. We're gonna duel some people and see what happens. Like I said before, I've said this before when I started making this project. This is a project that helps us blind people play with other people online, hundreds of people, and now we're able to play online, which is pretty awesome. It's been a few days since I've started this, and started playing online at least, and it's been pretty good so far for the past couple days. Been able to win some duels, got trounced a few times by some people with cooler decks, better decks, more skill, things like that. So let's get started. I'm gonna tweet this out real quick, and then we'll get started. Give me 1 second.
New tweet 0 of 280. Why? First time here on Twitch. Now playing YuGiOh Access server. First time here on Twitch. Twitch.tv/LeonUniverse. ESREVINUNAINOELEONIANUNIVERSE. Windows Security Alert Tab on Windows Defender Firewall Publisher Path. Edit Read Only Publisher. Edit Read Only Alt plus the Spotify Limited Path. Private Net. Public Network. What are the risks? Allow access button Alt pressed.
Okay, and one of the things I want to mention, visually, for those who can see, you should be able to see graphics, because it is based on the YuGiOh Pro client. Some of you may have heard of this before. It is based on that, so if you see that, or if you don't see that, let me know so I can fix it.
Hey, Harris Teeter shoppers. Need something quick and fresh for lunch?
But let's get started.
What's for
Let's do
dinner?
some dueling
We've got
here.
you
Desktop
covered.
list, though.
Visit your local Harris Teeter Fresh Foods Market for quick mealtime
Bundle fit. Webline accessibility.
Hot bars are
File Explorer.
loaded and ready
See
to
user
serve.
mail count
Also,
1 drive.
don't
Items
forget,
new list.
Harris
Webline.
Market has a convenient variety of
Items
prepared
new list.
meals to
Continue
keep
not
your
fit.
family great
Did not
quality
32
food
of 37.
without the hassle. Let us help
See
make
user mail
your
count 1 drive.
lives
Desktop
easier.
Webline accessibility. Webline productivity.
Best.
YuGiOh Pro.
Stop by today.
How do
Okay.
you collaborate when you're not in the same room? You take it
YuGiOh.
virtual with the Lucid
Tech editor.
Stack,
Online
the
YuGiOh.
online whiteboard built for teams. Bounce ideas
Refresh.
around on an infinite
Close.
canvas and turn
Refresh.
brainstorming into
Rooms.
strategy.
11 games. 1
Get
player beast.
everyone's input
1
and
player
build the
Harper.
best
2
ideas.
player Mason letter.
Decide
1 player
on
Handicap bonus.
success.
2
Together.
players Lord Hellhound. 2 players
Ignite your
Spell Leader.
collaboration
1
in
player
the
player.
Spark.
2 players Big Up.
Details
2 player
at
Return. 1 player Q Tire.
Spotify.
1 player player.
Driveway wants to know
1 player player.
what's your
1 player player.
happiness? A hammock on the beach? A super chill zen garden?
I do apologize for the advertisements. I have not downloaded
Wherever
Premium.
your
I have not gotten
happiness
Premium
is,
yet for
think about
Spotify, but
buying a car from there.
we'll get started
Welcome
anyway.
to Driveway.com,
I have
where you can feel
entered the
completely
online
in
duel
control of
menu,
your car buying
and this
experience.
menu
At Driveway,
essentially
everything from
allows me,
upfront
right,
pricing and online
to do some
convenience.
online games.
Buy your next car from
So
right
I'm gonna
at
set up an
Driveway.
online game.
Driveway.com.
We're gonna do some stuff here real quick. I have a few decks to show off. Yeah, let's get started. If you want to duel me, and you already have the client, or you want to get the client, I'll be posting it here after this first match. I'll get the Discord link and I'll post it in the chat. We'll get started here. All right,
Refresh.
let us do this.
Host. Host online game. Num players team 1. Rules okay. Rules okay. Leo joins the game. Leo is not ready. Deck Pendulum King. Deck Red Dragon.
We'll use this deck.
Player ready. Leo is ready. Get ready and wait for enemy before start the game. See user mail count 1 drive desktop and web line up. Project Ignis Ego. 5.5.52.0. Project Ignis Ego Pro. Get ready and wait for enemy before start the game.
Okay, now I just gotta wait for someone to join me. Which shouldn't take too long.
Player joins the game. Player is not ready. Player is ready.
Easy.
Start game. Scissors, rock, paper, rock. Select your turn. Second
We'll go
turn.
second.
Player 2 group 5. Player 1 group 5. Next turn. Draw phase. Stand by phase. Main phase 1. Telephone is activated. Card searched. Deck 2 shuffled. Telephone sent to DY.
Okay.
The primal parallel ruined realm is activated.
Well, I've never seen those cards before.
Card searched. Deck 2 shuffled. Player 2 LP minus 1000. 7000 LP remaining. Instant fusion is activated.
Ooh. Instant fusion.
2 is special summon in Element Skeeter Arrow. Instant fusion sent to DY. Element Skeeter Arrow is activated.
I've never seen these cards before.
Element Smell sent to DY. Deck 2 shuffled. Element Shalen is activated.
I'll go over the
2
cards
is
when
special summon in Element Shalen. Element
I
Rain of Up
see.
sent to DY. Channel Beast sent to DY. Ash Blossom and Doris Spring sent
Oh,
to DY.
I
Element
see.
Rain of Up sent to DY. Element Rain of Up is activated. Channel Beast is activated. Player 2 group 1.
using that deck.
2 is special summon in Element Rain of Up. Element Screen sent to DY. Element Rain of Up is activated.
I know I do apologize. There are other people
Element
here in my
Screen
room
is
with me,
activated.
unfortunately, but that's just how it is sometimes. You just gotta live in your own place.
Card searched.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta live in a good place.
Deck 2 shuffled.
Things happen. So, you know.
Element Scorpion is sent to DY. Deck 2 shuffled. Element Scorpion is activated.
No, I could turn the music down a little bit so you could get the sounds a little bit more, but
10 elements of any graveyard X selected. 10 elements rain of hot vanished. Can't return to deck. 2 special summon in 10 elements Skeeter Carrows. Set a card. End phase. 10 elements Skeeter Carrows destroyed.
okay.
10 elements Skeeter Carrows is activated. 10 elements Meru sent to DY. Kin of the Swamp sent to DY. 10 elements Run sent to DY. Pereno, the Primal Parallel Ruined Realm sent to DY. 10 elements Metanos sent to DY.
Why send all those to the graveyard?
10 elements Meru Graveyard 9 selected. 10 elements Metanos is activated. 10 elements Rain of Hot Vanished 1 selected. 10 elements Run is activated. 10 elements Meru is activated. 10 elements Meru Graveyard 9 selected. 10 elements Skeeter Carrows Graveyard X selected. Can't return to deck. Can't send to extra. 2 special summon in 10 elements Lulu Carrows. Can't return to hand.
BSG_smoke, Heidi
Next
ho.
turn. Draw phase. Play
Hey,
1
hey,
response.
Smoke, what's going on, man?
Standby phase. Main phase 1. Hand 6 card. Chain Resonator slot. Morphkin Target L. Red Sprinter slot 2. Solemn Strikes. Return of the Dragon. Rocket Synchron slot. Rocket Sync.
Alright.
Top red. Chain Resonator slot. Chain Resonator.
This
Morphkin
isn't
Target L.
fun.
Morphkin Target L. Zone 0. Monster Effect Tuner. Level 1. Fiend. Attack 100. Defense 100. Left scale. Right scale. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target one other face-up monster on the field. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except Synchro monsters. For the rest of this turn, also change this card's level to the level of that target, and if you do, gain LP equal to that target's level x 200. During Chain Resonator slot 0. Red Sprinter. Solemn Strike slot 3. Return of the Dragon Lord. Solemn. Select a zone to their honor. Set a card. Hand 5 card. Morph. Red. Return of the Dragon
I'll
Lord.
sort of explain what I'm doing when I
Rocket Synchron slot. Rocket Synchron
when I
slot
finish
4.
this here.
Rocket
real quick.
Synchron zone 0. Monster. Select a zone to play Rocket Sync. Error. Set a card. Hand 4. Chain Resonator slot 0.
So far, I have nothing I can do yet,
Morphkin Target. Red Sprint. Return of the Dragon Lord slot 3.
but it'll be good
Red Sprinter slot 2.
when I do. So I'm gonna set this.
Battle phase.
We're going to end my turn.
Main phase 2. End phase. Next turn. Draw phase. Player 2 group 1. Standby phase. Main phase 1. 10 elements Chain Monster Zone 2 selected. 10 elements Skeeter Carrows is activated. Select an effect you want to activate. Chain another card.
Okay, I'm gonna use a trap here real quick.
Yes. Activable cards 1 card. Solemn Strike slot. Select. Solemn Strike. Player 1 LP minus 1,500. 6,500 LP remaining. Solemn Strike is activated. 10 elements Skeeter Carrows destroyed. Solemn Strike sent to DY. 10 elements Skeeter Carrows is activated. 10 elements Rain of Heart sent to DY. Cold Father Drain sent to DY. 10 elements Meru sent to DY. 10 elements Sharon sent to DY. Ash Blossom and Forest Ring sent to DY. 10 elements Meru is activated. 10 elements Rain of Heart is activated.
I feel like these are
Elements
all cards
activated.
that go to the graveyard, which is not good for me. Because if they all have graveyard effects, I'm probably screwed.
Ten elements Sharon Brainyard 16 selected. 10 elements Rain of Heart Brainyard 4 selected. 10 elements Skeeter Carrows Brainyard 12 selected. Can't return to deck. Can't send to extra. Can't return to deck. 2 is special summon in 10 elements Kaleido Heart. 2 is special summon in 10 elements Rain of Heart. 10 elements Rain of Heart sent to DY.
Oh boy.
10 elements Meru Brainyard 12 selected. King of the Swamp Brainyard 7 selected. Can't return to deck. Can't return to deck. 2 is special summon in Millennium Ice Restrict.
Oh boy.
Rocket Synchron Monster Zone 2 selected. 10 elements Kaleido Heart is activated. 10 elements Rain of Heart is activated.
I could very well lose
10
this
elements
duel.
Orphan is sent to DY. Deck 2 shuffled. Rocket Synchron returns to deck. Deck 1 shuffled. 10 elements Orphan is activated.
Oh, I see. I'll sort of explain what's going on after he does his turn. Essentially, I'll tell you what he did.
10 elements Orphan is Brainyard 13 selected.
What I should have
Can't
done
send
is
to
I should have
extra. Can't
explained the
return to deck.
basics a little bit
2 is special summon in
before I
Green Atlas
started
Dragon
this,
Stadium.
just to give people an idea of what this game
10
is
elements
like.
Sharon changed to attack. 10 elements Rain of Heart sent to extra. 10 elements Sharon sent to extra. 2 is special summon in Time Thief Redoer.
Oh boy.
Battle phase. Time Thief Redoer attacks directly. Damage step start. Player 1 LP minus 2,400. 4,100 LP remaining. Damage step end. 10 elements Lulu Carrows attacks directly. Damage step start. Player 1 LP minus 3,500. 600 LP remaining. Damage step end. Redundant Dragon Stadium attacks directly. Damage step start. Player 1 LP minus 3,200. 0 LP remaining. Victory. Leo LP reached 0.
Okay.
No, waiting for rematch and no, you will end it.
Let me explain what happened there. Just to give you an idea what happened.
Deck editor.
So, in this duel, I got nothing good in my hand, essentially. I had one trap called Sudden Strike that I used to try to destroy one of his spells or monsters that I didn't want him to activate. I used this trap, but it wasn't enough because he was able to use his monster's effects to not only return my monster that I had on the field into my hand, but then also summon more monsters that he used to attack me directly. Because in YuGiOh, just like in Hearthstone, if you have nothing on the field, you can get attacked directly. Except for that in YuGiOh, you have 8,000 life points instead of 30 health points. So there's like a huge difference between YuGiOh and Hearthstone. And in Hearthstone, you have to wait for a monster. You have to wait one turn for a monster to attack. In YuGiOh, if you summon a monster, you don't have to wait for it to attack. You can attack on the same turn. So using that against me, since I had nothing really good in my hand or my field, I didn't have anything to defend with, and so I took pretty much the entirety of my life points and lost the duel. Because when I use that trap, it takes payment of 1,500 life points for me to use that trap. And as a result, I lost 1,500, and then I lost a good 2,000 more. I lost 3,000 and or so, and then I only had 600 left. And then he attacked me for 3,000 more, and I lost the duel. So that's what happens sometimes. You duel someone who just has better skill than you, or better cards, or better hand, or things like that. That can happen. It's one of those things that can happen. It depends on how well you do, what kind of cards you have in your hand. Just like it does in Hearthstone. I certainly have found success in dueling, and we're going to be doing another one of these here soon.
Online duel.
So,
Show started
I'm going to host.
Host online game. Number players team 1. Rules okay. Rules okay. Leo joins the game. Leo is not ready. Deck Red Dragon. Deck Ritual Beast. Player ready. Leo is ready.
I'm going to use this deck. This is a ritual summoning deck that does not have any cards in my extra deck. Essentially, the extra deck is a set of cards that I can use, that I can summon, but I have to perform a specific summoning method to summon those cards. This is a ritual summoning deck. So, because it's ritual summoning, all the cards are in my hand that I can use to summon these monsters. But I need to get the right spell, and I need to get the right amount of monsters in the field so I can sacrifice them to summon the big monster. So that's kind of what ritual summoning is. It's pretty hard for a first timer. If you duel, I wouldn't suggest it unless you're already familiar with ritual summoning in the first place. It's not easy, and you don't always get the right things that you need. But if you do, it's freaking amazing. Because you can get summon all kinds of powerful stuff. But of course, it depends on how well you get your hand works.
Hear that? That's what cooked when you order juicy beef sounds like. The steaming hug of two
Come
slices
Hunter joins the game. Come Hunter is not ready. Come Hunter is ready.
pickles,
Start game. This is rock, paper, rock.
all topped with a toasted sesame seed bun. That's the sound
This is rock,
of
paper.
McDonald's quarter
This
pounder
is-
with cheese.
This is rock, paper.
US
Paper.
excludes Alaska, Hawaii,
This is rock,
and
rock.
territories.
Select your turn.
You know that big
Second
Bargain
turn.
detergent jug is
Player 2 group 5. Player 1 group 5.
right?
Next turn. Draw phase. Standby phase. Main phase 1.
The
Alright, I'm
leading
back.
Bargain detergent is mostly water.
I thought
So-
I was getting a better deal because it's so
Because it's
big.
Well,
online,
if you're looking for a better clean,
To this special summon in
Tide
Tester
Pods are
Config.
88% concentrated
I'm
ingredients.
waiting for his turn. He
Pass
starts
me the
first.
Anaconda.
To this
I
summon infusion parasite.
go second. Oh boy.
If you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Don't pay for water. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be
Alright.
clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods.
Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Mountain Dew Energy with citicoline and caffeine gives you the
See
mental
what he's
boost
got.
you need to focus. Endless spam calls, annoying text messages, and ads like this one won't distract you from important moments in life, or whatever it is you're doing right now. Mountain Dew Energy. Be focused.
Alright. Waiting for him.
Enemy player fee. Monster zone 2 cards. Fusion parasite. Zone 4. Attack position. Monster effect. Level 1. Insect. Attack 0. Defense 0. Left scale. Right scale. This card can be used as a substitute for any one fusion material whose name is specifically listed on the fusion monster card, but the other fusion material S must be correct. Cannot be used as fusion material otherwise. If this card is special summon except during the damage step, you can fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials, including this card. Fusion parasite sent to extra. Tester config sent to extra. To this special summon in Lily can send Robin. Set a card. End phase. Next turn. Draw phase. Player 1 group 1. Standby phase. Main phase 1.
Okay, so he just
Player
performed the fusion summon.
Hand 6 cards. Ritual Beast Ambush slot 0. Ritual Beast Tamer Dara slot 1. Brain Research Lab slot 2. Spiritual Beast Catapult slot. Spiritual Beast Tamer Windows. Ash Blossom and Forest Prince. Ash Blossom and
I'll
Forest.
keep the Ash Blossom in my hand.
Spiritual. Brain Research Lab. Brain Research Lab. Zone 0. Spell field. Left scale. Right scale. If you would pay an amount of LP not greater than your current LP to activate a psychic monster effect on your field, you can place one psychic counter on this card instead of paying LP. During their main phase, the turn player can normal summon one psychic monster in addition to their normal summon slash set. They can only gain this effect once per turn. If a psychic monster is summoned, Brain Research Lab is activated. Hand 5 cards. Ritual Beast Ambush 0. Attack 0 with Ritual Beast Ambush. Zone 0. Trap. Left scale. Right scale. Target one of your Ritual Beast Tamer monsters and one of your Spiritual Beast monsters that are banished and slash or in your graveyard. Special summon them in defense position. After this card is activated, you cannot special summon monsters except Ritual Beast monsters. For the rest of this turn, you can select a zone to play Ritual. Spell 1. Spell 1 card. Select.
Hold on a
Spell
second.
1 card. Set a card.
There we go.
Hand 4 card. Ritual Beast Tamer Dara slot. Spiritual Beast Catapult slot 1. Spiritual Beast Tamer Window slot. Ash Blossom and Forest. Ritual Beast Tamer Dara. Ritual Beast Tamer Dara. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 1. Psychic. Attack 100. Defense 2000. Left scale. Right scale. If this card is normal summon, you can target one Ritual Beast monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. You can only special summon Spiritual Beast Catapult. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 4. Thunder. Attack 1400. Defense 600. Left scale. Right scale. Once per turn, you can banish one Ritual Beast card from your deck. Face up. During your second standby phase after this effect's activation, add the card banished by this effect to your hand. You can only Spiritual Beast Tamer Window. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 4. Psychic. Attack 1600. Defense 1800. Left scale. Right scale. If this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card by battle or card effect, you can special summon one Ritual Beast monster from your deck or extra deck, ignoring its summoning condition. You can only special summon Spiritual Beast. Select option. 1 normal summon. 2 normal summon Brain Research Lab. Select a zone to play Spiritual Beast. Error. 1 is summoned in Spiritual Beast Tamer Window. 1 psychic counter has been placed on Brain Research Lab. Hand 3 card. Ritual Beast Tamer Dara slot 0. Spiritual Beast Catapult slot 1. Spiritual Beast Catapult. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 4. Thunder. Attack 1000. Ritual Beast Tamer Dara. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 1. Psychic. Attack 100. Defense 2000. Left scale. Right scale. If this card is normal summon, you can target one Ritual Beast monster in your graveyard. Select a zone to play Ritual Beast Tamer Dara.
I'm putting this in defense mode.
Monster zone. Select. Set a card. Hand. Spiritual Beast Catapult slot 0.
And
Battle phase. Enemy player. Monster zone 1 card. Lirius can send Robin 0 attack. Lirius can send Robin. Zone 2 attack position. Monster effect size. Level 1 winged beast. Attack 0. Defense 0. Left scale. Right scale. 2 plus level 1 monsters gain 580k for each material attached to it. If your opponent special summons a monster except during the damage step, you can detach one material from this card. Then target one of those special summoned monsters. Return it to the hand. If this card in your player field.
I can attack this.
Selected Lirius can send Robin.
And
Monster zone 2 cards. Spiritual Beast Tamer Window 1600 attack. Select Monster Zone 1 card. Select an attack target. Selected. Spiritual Beast Tamer Window attack. Lirius can send Robin. Damage step start. Player 2 LP minus 600. 7400 LP remaining. Lirius can send Robin destroyed. Fusion parasite sent to DY. Tester config sent to DY. Damage step end. Main phase.
end phase.
End phase. Next turn, draw phase, player 2 group 1, standby phase.
So what I did there is I used a field spell. A field spell is a spell that is put on this specific fields, and it allows me to do certain things. In this case, it allows me to normal summon one more monster than usual if it's a psychic type monster. So because it's psychic. Oh yay!
Fusion Parasite Brainyon to selected. Back to the front is activated. To his special summon Infusion Parasite. Back to the front sent to DY. Fusion Parasite is activated.
Because it's a psychic monster, I can summon it
Fusion Parasite
even
sent to
though
DY.
I'm not normally allowed to. Because you can only summon one monster per turn. With the
Ritual
normal
Beast Tamer in the Monster Zone 1 selected. Golden Idol is activated.
Usually.
Millennium Illusionist sent to DY. Ritual Beast Tamer are Monster Zone 3 selected. Millennium Illusionist is activated.
BSG_smoke. I think my brain is made more for 52 card pickup.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand why that might be. You know what, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I learned how to play this game because I was mentoring a kid for a while, you know, trying to be a good role model, and I was trying to be that cool, you know, older mentor, you know, type of person. So I learned Yu-Gi-Oh! For him, because I wanted to learn how to play the game, because he was into it. So that's literally the reason I learned how to play this game. And it took me 2 years. And to be fair, I still don't know all the things I'm doing. I know how to do all the methods and everything like that. But man, it is definitely something. But I'll try to explain as I go.
There are no cards. Hand-free cards.
I have nothing on my field.
Spiritual Beast Pelio. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 4. Pyro. Attack 1800. Defense 200. Left scale. Right scale. Once per turn. During other player's turn, you can banish one Ritual Beast card from your graveyard. For the rest of this turn, all Ritual Beast monsters you control will gain 580k and DF. You can only special summon Spiritual Beast Pelio S once per turn.
Okay.
Select a zone to play Spiritual Beast Pelio. There are no. One is summoned in Spiritual Beast Pelio. Monster Zone 1. Select. Hand to cards. Ash Blossom and Forest. Spiritual Beast can afford 1400 attack 600 defense.
Let's battle.
Spells to cards. Ritual Beast ambush 0 attack. Brain research and 0. Ritual Beast. There are no cards to display. Battle phase. Monster Zone 1 cards. Enemy player. Monster. Millennium Ice restrict 0 attack 0 defense zone 1. Millennium Ice restrict 0 attack 0 defense. Player field. Monster Zone 1. Selected Spiritual Beast. Monster Zone 1 cards. Selected. Monster Zone 1 cards. Monster Zone 1 card. Selected Millennium Ice Restrict. Monster Zone 1 card. Selected Spiritual Beast Apex. Monster Zone 1 card. Select an attack card. Selected Millennium Ice Restrict.
Ah.
Monster Zone 1 card. Selected Spiritual Beast Apex. Monster Zone 1 card. There are no cards. Spell field. Link. Monster field. There are no cards. Selectable cards. 1 card. Monster Zone 1. Select. Main phase 2. End phase.
I can't attack.
Next turn. Draw phase. Player 2 group 1. Standby phase. Main phase 1.
Maybe it doesn't let me for some reason. Some monsters can have 0 attack points.
Magical Ice Fusion is activated.
But they can also have really good effects. So it depends on the monster, of course. There's 10,000 monsters in this game, so you never know. Wow, I'm getting all kinds of notifications on this. Holy crap, on Twitter. And thanks, of course, Smoke, for sticking by. I know this could be a little bit confusing.
Fusion Parasite vanished. Lirios can send Robin vanished.
But I do plan on making a tutorial.
Like a small one on
how to play the game. You know, how this game works. YuGiOh and
Spiritual Beast Pelio, Spiritual Beast Pelio. For Millennium Ice restricted with Spiritual Beast Pelio. Battle phase. Millennium Ice restrict attacks directly. Damage set start. Player 1 LP minus 1800. 4500 LP remaining. Damage set end. Millennium Ice restrict attacks directly. Damage set start. Player 1 LP minus 1700. 2800 LP remaining. Damage set end. Main phase 2. End phase. Next turn. Draw phase. Player 1 through 1. Standby phase. Main phase 1.
There's definitely plenty of stuff.
Hand-free cards.
To learn about this game.
BSG_smoke. Folks do seem to like the battle style card games. Tutorial would probably be great.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna make a tutorial at some point. I'll sort of explain the basics. There is a video on YouTube that I learned that I learned from. If you look up "Idiot's Guide to Summoning" in YuGiOh, you'll find a playlist that lists all the summoning methods and how to do them, and that'll give you a basic idea of what kind of cards I'm using and things like that.
BSG_smoke. That's my type of title.
Yeah. That's like the best title.
Ritual
Hold on a
Beast Theme.
second.
Zone 0. Trap. Left scale. Right scale. If you control a Ritual Beast monster, destroy monsters on the field up to the number of Ritual Beast monsters you currently control. Select a zone to play. Spell. Select. Set a card. Hand 2. Ash Blossom and Doris. Spiritual Beast Canoport slot 1. Spiritual Beast Canoport. Zone 0. Select a zone to play.
I'm gonna play it safe.
Set a card. Battle phase.
I'm probably gonna lose this duel still.
Main phase 2. End phase.
Because I got nothing
Next turn.
good in
Phase.
my
Player
hand.
2 1. Standby phase. Main phase 1.
Yes, that's definitely a great title. For the video. And it's a really good video. Like it lists all the methods, lists all the stuff that you need to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. It's really good stuff. I'd say it's pretty good. So if you want to learn how to play, that's the best way that I think is the best way to learn. Because that'll help you understand what's going on here. But I'll still sort of explain a little bit. And what I'll do after this duel is I'll give you like a little bit of a briefer on how this works, just like a brief summary of how Yu-Gi-Oh as a game works. Maybe you can get an idea from it how this works. And I did say I was gonna post this link to my Discord. But I forgot to do it, so I'll do it right after this duel.
Spiritual Beast destroyed. To special summon into Insect Magician. Magical Light Fusion sent to the eye. To Insect Magician is activated. Spiritual Beast Canoport destroyed. Ritual Beast Stings destroyed. Ritual Beast Ambush destroyed. Brain Research Lab destroyed. Player 1 LP minus 1000. 1800 LP remaining. Battle phase. To Insect Magician attacks directly. Damage set start. Player 1 LP minus 4500. 0 LP remaining. Victory. Leo LP reached 0. No. Waiting for no. Deck editor.
Okay, before I do anything else, I'm going to post my my server link into the Discord, into the chat.
YuGiOh access. Server action. Server loop 1 of 1. Invite people 1 of. Invite friend. General. Out of edit button, send a gift. Message number general edit submenu can autocomplete multi-line B.
Oops.
Out of edit button close. YuGiOh button collapse. YuGiOh access. Server action. Expand. Server action. Server loop. Invite people 1. Invite friends to YuGiOh access dialog. Learn. No next button. Button learn more. Add an image to your invite link with. Button close. Invite button. Invite button. Button close. Heading level rules. Search edit search for. Invite link edit read only hidden. Use copy button. Button copy. Button close. Learn more button. General docu. Chat Microsoft project. OBS Studio 5.1 running win. 5.3.5.2. Why? Blank.
This is the link to my Discord server.
Leonian Universe. https://discord.gg/crascy.
And so if you want to hear more about how this game works, or the client itself, you can find it all on the Discord server.
BSG_smoke. Got it.
Okay, great. Let me just check something real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check something real quick here on Twitter. People are like mentioning me all this stuff. Give me 1 second.
Reach Spotify
Direct next zone, forklift zone, 41 of direct send with mention. Arnold Steven at Super Linesman the UGL client is officially released as the BZFN94 has received the green light from the community to do this, and it is now ready for streaming. There are minor bugs, and this is still a beta, but most things should work. 35 Carol Girls, replying to Leo, but Microsoft talks about how they want to make games accessible for everyone, and they talk about no player being left behind. They need to fix the accessibility problems in Forza Horizon 5 and MSFS 2020. In the latter case, we can't even navigate the menus with the keyboard. 5 minutes Carol Girls, replying to Leo, no, I will admit that it has gotten better. We are getting there, but there is still a long way to go. 11 minutes PSG, retweeting Leo BZFN94. Right now, playing YuGiOh access for the first time here on Twitch. Twitch.tv/blind so I guess I'll be working.
Hey, can I buy you a protein shake?
Thank you, Smoke, for tweeting that out. You guys are awesome, as always. Freaking awesome.
General Discord.
Okay. So, just to give you an idea of how YuGiOh works, and I should have probably done this before I started dueling. But let's clear up some of the confusion here. So Yu-Gi-Oh, like I said before, is a card game, kind of like Hearthstone, but a lot more complicated to understand at first. It's not too hard once you get the hang of it, but there is kind of a learning curve, especially if you haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh before. Essentially what it is on the basic level is each opponent starts with 8,000 life points, okay? And the goal for the game is for you to knock down your opponent's life points to 0. And like I said, each one has 8,000 life points. Use monsters, spells, and traps to knock down your opponent. And they, of course, can summon those as well, put them on the field. So, in this game, there are 5 monster zones for normal monsters. And these are just monsters from levels 1 through 4 that you can summon from your hand, right? You can only summon 1 monster per turn that way. And you can only summon monsters from levels 1 through 4 that way. There are 12 levels of monsters. If you want to summon level 1 through 4 monsters, you don't need a tribute. If you want to summon level 5 and 6 monsters, you need 1 tribute. You want to summon level 7 and 8 monsters, you need 2 tributes. And the rest for that, you need 3 tributes. So 9 through 12. And this is called a tribute summoning. Aside from that, there are other ways to summon monsters. There are different other cards that you can use to summon monsters. There are ways to take 2 monsters and fusion summon them to make them into 1 monster that is more powerful than the sum of its parts. So, for instance, to give you an example, there's a monster that's called the Blue Eyes White Dragon that some people are pretty familiar with in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you've heard of Yu-Gi-Oh!, if you've heard the show, things like that, you know what Blue Eyes White Dragon is. It's a very simple monster with 3,000 attack points. And if you summon it to the field by tributing 2 monsters, it's level 8 monster. But if you summon 3 of them to the field, you can then use a card called Polymerization to fusion summon those 3 monsters and make them into 1 ultimate monster called Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon that has 4,000 attack points. Because you can't summon a monster like that has 9,000 because it's fusion summoning, and fusion summoning is based on science, where you have, atoms, but some of the energy is taken out as a result of the fusion summoning. So in this case, it's represented by having it be 4,000 attack points instead of 9,000. So that's sort of what it is for the basics. There are other ways to summon monsters. There are tuners, which are going to allow you to add up your levels to summon a monster that is a higher level. So for instance, if you have a level 1 tuner and a level 4 monster, you can do what's called a synchro summon and summon a level 5 synchro monster. That's how you add that up to synchro summon a monster. But you need a specific monster called a tuner to do that. And you need another monster that's a normal monster to do that too. That's a synchro summon. To exceed summon, you need 2 monsters that are the same level. So for instance, if you want to exceed summon a level 4 monster, you have to have 2 monsters that are level 4 onto the field to do that. And then you can use those 2 monsters to summon a more powerful Xyz monster. This monster is a standard, monster with attack and defense points. But the difference between Synchros and Xyz are, besides not adding up the levels, is that these Xyz monsters have what's called Xyz material, or what the anime calls them, overlay units. And these overlay units can be used to activate the monster's effect. And depending on the effect, it can either like stop a person from attacking, it can increase the monster's attack points and decrease the other monster's attack points. It can do all kinds of stuff. And you can do that kind of thing with Xyz monsters, and it's pretty cool. And the best part is you can use the effect more than once depending on how many units you have on the monster. That's an Xyz summon. Those are basically like the basics. There's some more advanced ways to summon monsters, like pendulums and links. But those are pretty complicated to explain. No, if you'd like me to explain them, I can. But I've given you sort of a primer on how Yu-Gi-Oh works. So that perhaps you're not so confused when you see me duel. So what I'll be doing for the next duel is I'll try to explain everything, but it's kind of hard to explain everything when you're going fast because there's a time limit for how many seconds you have to duel. So I can't explain very easily, for instance, what I'm doing. I can only tell you that I'm synchro summoning.
BSG_smoke. Yeah, I'll just see what I can pick up as you go.
Okay, great. But I'll give you like a clue as to what I'm doing here. But here we go. I guess we'll get started in the next duel. Give me 1 second. I gotta make sure.
Project ignited. Leaving deck editor. YuGiOh. Deck online view.
Okay.
Show started. Host. Host online game. Number players team 1. Rules okay. Rules okay. Leo joins the game. Leo is deck ritual beast. Deck red dragon. Deck ritual king. Deck shark dot size.
I'll use my Xyz deck.
Player ready. Leo is ready.
This is a deck full of sharks that are Xyz monsters. These are the monsters that you have to summon 2 of the same monsters to summon a more powerful one. So, we just gotta wait for another person. See what happens. It'll be fun. Can't really go wrong. I certainly enjoy doing this. So.
Random code. Due to accessibility. Replying to Steven and Leo. That's absolutely fantastic. Wahoo. 3 minutes ago. Tweet cake. Steven at Super Diamond for YuGiOh. BK 4393 joins the game. BK 4393 is not ready. BK 4393 is ready. Start game. Scissors, rock, paper. Rock. Select your turn. Second turn. Player 2 group high. Player 1 group high. Next turn. Draw phase. Standby phase. Main phase 1. Reasoning is activated. Declare a level / rank. Selected 1. Numeron wall sent to DY. Reasoning sent to DY. Infernal debility sent to DY as cost 1 for 1 is activated. 2 is special summon in Numeron wall. Deck 2 shuffled. 1 for 1 sent to DY. Numeron wall sent to DY as cost. Numeron wall is activated. Numeron network. Deck 2 shuffled. Numeron calling sent to DY as cost. Deck 2 shuffled. Numeron network is activated. 2 is special summon in number 4. Numeron get Katmari. 2 is special summon in number 1. Numeron get Ekam. 2 is special summon in number 2. Numeron get DVD. 2 is special summon in number 3. Numeron get Trinity. Number 1. Numeron get Ekam sent to extra. 2 is special summon in number C1. Numeron Chaos get Sunya. Number C1. Numeron Chaos get Sunya is activated. Number 4. Numeron get Katmari banished. Number 3. Numeron get Trinity banished. Number C1. Numeron Chaos get Sunya banished. Number 2. Numeron get DVD banished. Number 1. Numeron get Ekam sent to DY. End phase. Next turn. Draw phase. Player 1 group 1. Standby phase. Main phase 1.
BSG_smoke. Blinds 37 Stomp Love Blinds 37 Incredible.
Yep, so what you just saw is you saw him summon 4 monsters in 1 turn.
Hand 6 car, Matama shot slot 0, Flyfan slot 1, Aquanet slot 2, Explosive Urchin slot, Vivid Dwarf slot 4, Shock Topper slot 5, Vivid Dwarf, Zone 0, Monster Effect, Level 3 Fish, Attack 1800, Defense 300, Left scale, Right scale, at the end of the battle phase, if it is cover attacked, banish it. Explosive Urchin slot 3, Explosive Urchin, Zone 0, Track continuous, Left scale, Right scale, activate zone, select a zone to set a card, Hand 5, Matama shot slot 0, Matama shot, Zone 0, Monster Effect, Level 4 Fish, Attack 1800, Defense 500, Left scale, Right scale, when this card is normal summon, you can target 2 fish type monsters in your graveyard, shuffle those targets into your deck. Siphon slot 1. Siphon. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 3 dish. Attack 1600. Defense 300. Left scale. Right scale. If discovered at the defense position, monster inflicts piercing battle damage to your opponent. At the end of the battle phase, if discovered inflicted battle damage to your opponent, banish this card until your next standby. Enemy. There are no cards. Player fee. Hand 5 cards. Siphon slot 1. Aqua jet slot 2. Aqua jet. Zone 0. Spell. Left scale. Right scale. Target 1 face up fish. Sea serpent. Or aqua type monster you control. It gains 1080k. Siphon slot 1. Selected. Select a zone to play Siphon. 1 is summoned in Siphon. Hand 4. Metal. Aqua jet slot 1. Select a zone to play Aqua jet. Select a face up card. Siphon. Selected Siphon. Siphon monster zone 1 selected. Aqua jet is activated. Aqua jet sent to the Y. Battle phase. Monster zone 1 card. Selected. Siphon attacks directly. Damage set start. Player 2 LP minus 2600. 5400 LP remaining. Damage set end. Select an effect you want to activate. Activable cards 1 card. Siphon 1000. Select. Siphon is activated. Siphon banished. Main phase 2. End phase. Next turn. Draw phase. Player 2 drew 1. Standby phase. Number C1. Numeron Chaos Gate Sunyer is activated. 2 is special summon in number C1. Numeron Chaos Gate Sunyer. Player 1 LP minus 3000. 5000 LP remaining. Main phase 1. 2 is summon in Infernal Decathlon. Infernal Decathlon is activated. Infernal Permas sent to the Y. Deck 2 shuffled. Explosive Urchin spell slash trap zone 2 selected. Infernal Decathlon is activated. Explosive Urchin returns to deck. Deck 1 shuffled.
To give you an idea, he just returned my trap to my deck. So I can't use that trap that I put down before. Because I was going to use it, but I couldn't use it. Also, the monster that I had in the field got banished, which means I can't play it anymore.
Player 1 LP minus 500, 4500 LP remaining, damage set end, number C1, Numeron Chaos Gate Sunyer attacks directly, damage set start, player 1 LP minus 2000, 2500 LP remaining, damage set end, main phase 2.
I only have one chance
number
to win
C1,
this
Numeron Chaos Gate Sunyer sent to the Y, Infernal Decathlon sent to the Y, 2 is special summon Infinity to the Flash Armor, Ablaze. End phase. Next turn, draw phase, player 1 drew 1, standby phase, hand 4 cards, Metal Shark slot, bid door slot, shop topper slot, Metal Shark slot 3, Metal Shark, zone 0, monster effect, level 4, fish, attack 1800, defense 500, left scale, right scale, when discarded normal summon, you can target 2 fish type monsters in your graveyard, shuffle those targets into your... There are no cards to bid, hand 4, Metal Shark slot, bid door slot 1, bid door, zone 0, monster effect, level 3 fish, attack 1800, defense 300, left scale, right scale, at the end of the battle phase, if it is covered at, banish it. Metal Shark, bid, shop topper slot, shop topper, zone 0, monster effect, level 4, fish, attack 1600, defense 800, left scale, right scale, when this card is destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster and sent to the graveyard, you can equip this card to that opponent's monster, that monster's ATK becomes 0, also it cannot change its battle position. Hand 4 cards, bid, shop topper slot 2, selected. Main, monster zone 1 card. Monster zone 1 card, Siphon 1600, attack 300, defense zone 2. Hand 4, Metal Sharks, bid door slot 1. Metal Shark slot 0, Metal Shark zone 0, monster effect, level 4, fish, attack 1000, bid door slot 1, shop topper slot 2. Bid door slot 1, select a zone to play bid doors. Monster zone. Select. 1 is summoned in bid doors. There are no cards to display, special summonable cards to discard, submersible carrier error shark slot 0.
Okay, so I have 2 level 3 monsters in the field, so I will show you what cards I can special summon, which means exceed summon.
Submersible carrier error shark number 47, nightmare shark slot 3.
I will summon this monster.
Selected bid doors. Selected bid doors, Siphon. Selected Siphon, bid doors sent to extra, Siphon sent to extra. Select a zone to play number 47, nightmare shark. Select position, defense up. 1 is special summon in number 47, nightmare shark. Monster zone 1 card. Number 47, nightmare shark, zone 1, defense position, monster effect nice, level 3, sea serpent, attack 2000, defense 2000, left scale, right scale, 2 level 3 monsters when discarded special summon, you can attach 1 level 3 water monster from your hand or your side of the field to discard as an ice material. Once per turn, you can detach 1 ice material from this card, then target 1 water monster you control. This turn, that monster can attack your opponent directly, also other monsters cannot attack.
I'm putting that in defense mode so I can be ready for his attack.
End phase.
And if I can survive this,
main phase 1.
Then I might be able to win this duel.
Void Management is activated.
Maybe.
Numeron Network sent to the Y. Void Management is activated. Card searched. Deck 2 shuffled.
But he's got all kinds of
Imagination
stuff.
is activated.
So maybe not. We'll see.
Set a card. End phase. Next turn, draw phase, player 1 drew 1, stand by phase, main phase 1.
Okay, great, let's do it.
Hand 4 cards, shop toppers, metal shop, saber shop, slot 3, saber shop, zone 0, monster effect, level 4, fish, attack 1600, defense 1200, left scale, right scale, cannot be used as a synchro material, up to twice per turn, you can target one fish type monster on the field, then activate one of these effects, increase its level by 1, reduce its level by 1, you cannot special summon any monsters during the turn you activate this effect, except water monsters. Selected. Select a zone to play saber shark. Monster zone 1 card. Select. 1 is summoned in saber shark. Monster zone, saber shark. Select. Hand 3 card. Metal shop 1000. Shop topper. Metal shop 1800. Attack 500. Defense zone. Monster zone number 47. Nightmare. Selected number 47. There are no cards to display. There are no cards to display.
Okay.
Monster zone 2 cards. Number 47. Void punishment sent to the cost. Void feast is activated. Monster zone 2 cards. Number 40. Selected number 40. To its special summoning infernal Desket. To its special summoning infernal Decatron. To its special summoning infernal Decatron. Deck to shuffle. Void feast sent to the eye. Monster zone 2 cards. Infernal Decatron is activated. Infernal Decatron is activated. Brandon Cole.
Oh boy.
Infernal Devil sent to the eye. Deck to shuffle.
So he's summoned
sent to the eye. Deck to
3
shuffle.
monsters on the field. Let's see how many monsters he has.
Enemy player field. Monster zone 4 cards.
He's got 4 monsters on his
Player
field. I only have 1 or 2.
Monster zone 2 card. Number 47. Selected. Number 47. Nightmare shop changed to attack.
Love the mocha series.
There we
Too bad
go.
your budget doesn't.
Sarah, don't give it up. State Farm has options to get you
Monster
a
zone 2
surprisingly
cards.
great
Selected
rate.
number 40.
Jake, next
Select the knife material to detach. Big doors. Selected big doors. Big doors sent to the wire cost. Select the face up card. Number 47. Nightmare shark. Selected number 47. Nightmare shark. Number 47. Nightmare shark. Monster zone 1 selected. Number 47. Nightmare shark is activated. Infernal Decatron sent to the wire. Infernal Decatron is activated.
Ads like this one won't distract you from important moments in life. Or
Number 47. Nightmare shark banished. Life and sent to the wire.
Oh no.
Be focused.
That's bad. So, I activated my effect by detaching one of the materials like I told you before. And I activated the effect. He activated a card that banished my monster, so now I have only 1 monster on the field with less than 2,000 attack points. And I can't change it to defense mode because I already summoned it in attack mode. So, I'm gonna get hit with a bunch of damage.
Activable cards 1 card. Saber shot slot 0. Select. Monster zone 1 card. Saber shot 1 card. Selected. There are no cards to display. There are no cards to display. There are no cards to display. Main phase. There are no cards to display. End phase.
I'm screwed. I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna win this one in particular. This certainly is not gonna be a winner because he's got 4 monsters, and I got literally nothing. I had something, but he banished it, which means it doesn't go to my graveyard because.
Infernal Decatron sent to the eye. Editor the Fire Charmer and Blade sent to the eye. To its special summon in Crusade Weekly Mass. London Cole, DU2 accessibility replying to Stephen and Leo. That's absolutely fantastic. YuGiOh 14 minutes ago. Tweet cake. Infernal Decatron banished at cost. Infernal Decatron banished at cost. Infernal Decatron banished at cost. To its special summon in Infernal Debility. Infernal Armadic banished at cost. Infernal Permas banished at cost. Infernal Debility banished at cost. To its special summon in Infernal Golem Cube. Battle phase. Crusade Weekly Max attack Saber Shark. Damage step start. Layer 1 LP minus 5700. 0 LP remaining. Victory. Layer LP reached 0. No, waiting for. No, duel ended. Deck editor. Online duel.
Okay, to give you an idea what he did. His deck requires that he banishes monsters from his field to summon more monsters. I've never seen that before, but that's what this deck requires. So he banished 3 monsters, and he summoned a new monster with 5,700 attack points. That's a lot of attack points, and I got hit with those attack points because I had nothing on the field to protect me. So as a result, I lost the duel because I got hit with a bunch of damage. I lost the monster that I had on the field that was an Xyz monster that probably could have protected me because he banished it with his cards, and I had literally nothing on the field. So that's what happens sometimes, and it can happen at any point in time. That's the awesomeness of Yu-Gi-Oh! You just never know what's going to happen. I mean, unless you know all the cards, which, I mean, nobody knows all the cards. There's so many cards. There's over 10,000 cards. Let's see.
7:33 p.m.
Let us dueling here.
Online duel. Show started. Host online game.
I'm gonna use another deck.
GSG_smoke. So much brain power required.
Yeah. At first, it does take a little bit to understand how this game works. Because there's just a lot of ways to do things in this game. There's so many mechanics. There's a lot of chaining, a lot of things to do in this game, certainly. But it gets a little bit easier as you go along if you learn how to play the game. I know my brother, he's been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while now, and he's getting used to it. He's understanding a little bit more of how the game works and things like that. So, I mean, it just kind of depends on how well you understand the game and all the mechanics, because once you understand all the mechanics, it gets a little bit easier. It's kind of like how Hearthstone is, where Hearthstone is a more casual game, and it's not that hard to understand the mechanics.
BSG_smoke. Yet all games take time to get used to their mechanics.
Yeah. Like Hearthstone for me, like that was kind of hard the first few times, because let me tell you, I mean, going from Yu-Gi-Oh! To Hearthstone is definitely a big difference, because in Hearthstone there's like a mana cost for stuff and all this other stuff, and it's kind of interesting how it works, and I like the game. But in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's no mana cost for any of the cards. There might be some life point costs depending on which cards you play, but for the most part, there's no real cost except for, if you play a card incorrectly during your duel, you might experience some problems with that, things like that. But it just kind of depends on things like that, how well you play your cards. So far, I've been losing duels. I have one of you. I've been dueling for the past 3-4 days in this client now. It's been like a good 2 or 3 days or something that we've been testing this client out in the beta stage. And so far, it's doing pretty well, as you've seen. There's barely any problems with it. There's a few problems with it. For instance, if at any point in time your monster's attack point changes due to an effect, it won't tell you that and it won't change the value to show that the attack points or defense point value has changed. That's a problem, especially for when you want to attack something that you thought was weaker, but actually wasn't weaker at all. It was stronger than your monster. And that's happened to me a few times where I've taken some damage because of that. And things like that. But for the most part, though, this really is turning out to be really awesome, I feel like. This started from nothing. 0 people on my server, and now we have 86 people on the server now, and my gosh, man, is it growing. I'm pretty proud of all of us, honestly. Yeah, this may have been my idea. I did, bring people together to do this, yeah, but we all work together. We all put in the hard work and testing, coding, things like that, making it all work. just one of those things where, you know, you worked really hard for like almost a year for this, and it's just kind of awesome how things turn out. You know, I'm hoping that this makes people happy. I really want to. I really want to see people, you know, duel. I want to see people have fun with this. I know, for me personally, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it because I already have been. You know, so Smoke, if you want to learn how to play, you know, how to use a client, how to play the game in general, I mean, I'd be more than willing to teach you. I'd be more than willing to teach anyone if they want to learn how to duel, because it's such a fun game. Like, I have found this game to be so much fun over the past few years, over the past couple of years. When I started to learn more about it, things like that, because you know, I always heard of it, kind of like you hear about Pokemon, but this game in particular just is so much fun. It's complicated, but that's the fun part. You know?
BSG_smoke. I think I may, but I'll have to wait until my next project is finished up.
Sure. Heard you're working with Blind YuGiOh on something. Looking forward to hearing about that in the future. Certainly, I think that's going to be great. I know YuGiOh is probably going to be very happy to see what happens. I mean, you know, I think it's going to be good for you guys to do that. Whatever you guys are doing, I'm really excited to hear about it.
BSG_smoke. You'll want to be a part of it. Just wait until Thursday, LOL.
Oh boy. Okay, you know what? I'll definitely be. I'll be ready. I'll be ready for it. I actually I still have to watch the competition, the singing competition. I haven't seen it yet. Been busy with other stuff, so I'm gonna watch that probably sometime today or tomorrow. Because I heard it's awesome, and apparently you can find all the stuff on Spotify. So I'll be looking at that certainly over time. Things like that. So I guess for now.
BSG_smoke. Lots of fun yet.
Yeah, you bet. I don't know if you could play this game drunk though. This game is definitely complicated. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not the easiest game to understand at first. So I do not know if you're going to be able to play this when you're inebriated. In the slightest. So if you do at some point want to learn, and you know.
BSG_smoke. How dare you? I can do any game drunk.
Okay.
Just poorly.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you do pretty well at Stardew, and you're drunk most of the time when you stream. So, I mean, if you can play Stardew, then you can play this. I mean, it's, you know, what I'm really hoping to do with this project, just on a serious note here, is I'm really looking to try to get, you know, to get Konami on board with this. I really want them to understand that there is a lot of blind people who would want to play a game like this, who just don't have the ability to do that. You know, and Konami, they make the YuGiOh trading card game, and they, of course, you know, sponsor things like that, tournaments, that kind of thing. And I would like to show them that, yeah, not only are we playing this game, but we're doing it well. We're, you know, we're putting ourselves out there into a community that we didn't have access to because of this project. And you know, there was always a YuGiOh mud for people to play on, but it's just not the same as this. This is a whole new thing. This is a whole new, you know, we're going into the mainstream right now as we duel people who don't even know we're blind. Like, you have to understand, these people have no idea that we're blind. You know, and so it's kind of interesting where, you know, you duel someone, they have no idea that you can't see, and you know, you might win, and that's pretty awesome. You know, you really can't go wrong with that, I feel like, and that's kind of the goal here, to show people that, yeah, we can play this game, we can do it fast, we can do it the same as everyone else, you know, and if they can understand that, then maybe they'll make their games accessible to us, their official games accessible to us, so that we can play them. So I'm really hoping that we can do that at some point, because I would love to get on board with them and show them that it can be done. You know, that we have the ability, we have the
BSG_smoke would be nice.
Yeah, I know it would really be nice. It would be nice. I feel like. All right, I'm gonna use a different deck this time.
Players team 2. Players team. Rules okay. Room password. Rules okay. Rules okay. Leo joins the game. Leo is vetshot.live. Vetshot.live. Vetsilvio.pendule. Vetshot.live.
We're gonna use this deck.
Player ready. Leo
This is
is
one of
ready.
my favorites.
Get ready and wait for it.
These are called Raid Raptors. This is another Xyz deck. It's called Raid Raptors. They're birds. Now I don't know how much sight you have, Smoke. I don't know if you have. I don't know if you're totally 100% blind or if you have a little bit of
TCM
sight.
Shirley joins the game. TCM Shirley is not ready. TCM Shirley left the game. Tonga joins the game. Tonga is not ready. Tonga is ready. Start game. Rock. Player 2 group 5. Player 1 group 5. Next turn. Draw phase. Stand by phase. Main
But
phase 1.
if you can see it, you will be able to see the card pictures.
Machinery error sent to DY. Machinery deployment is activated.
So I don't know if you can necessarily, but if you can, you should be able to see the card graphics. You know, that kind of thing. So hopefully you can. If not, that's fine too. But you know, this is part of the reason why I streamed this, because there's actually
BSG_smoke. Mostly blind. Things are
Machinery
blocked.
class pair is activated.
okay.
To special summon in Machinery class pair. Machinery class pair is activated.
Now, some of the cards that I've dueled, people I've dueled against, I've never seen these cards before.
Machine Citadel sent to DY. Back to shuttle.
So I don't know what these cards do. So if I'm dueling against someone, and I have no idea what the cards do, I really have no idea because I've never seen them before. I have to read them. I have to
summon in Machine storage.
Because there's so many cards.
Machine
man, you
Raider
just never
Radiant
know.
1 selected. Machine storage is activated. To special summon in Machine Raider. Machine storage sent to extra. Machine class pair sent to extra. To special summon in Gigantex. Machine class pair sent to DY as cost. Gigantex is activated.
This deck that I'm gonna use is a lot easier to
BSG_smoke. And here I was thinking Hearthstone had too many damn cards.
Yeah, there's over 10,000 cards in this game.
Next turn.
This game that I'm playing has been around for 20 years.
And 6 cards. Red Raptor Vanishing Alias. Rank up Magic Kit Force. Red Raptor Singing Alias. Regas Unbreakable Mind. Rank up Magic Revolute. Regas Unbreakable Mind. Zone 0. Track Continuous. Left scale. Right scale. This card is always treated as a Phantom Knights and Red Raptor card. If you nice summon using an up nice monster as material, you can target one card on the field. Destroy it. If this face-up card in the spell and trap zone is destroyed by a card effect, you can set one rank up magic spell directly from your deck or DY. You can only use it. Select a zone to play Regas Unbreakable Mind. Set a card. Hand 5 card. Rank up Red Raptor. Rank up Magic. Red Raptor Mimicry Alias slot. Red Raptor Mimicry Alias. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 4. Winged Beast. Attack 1100. Defense 1900. Left scale. Right scale. Once per turn during your main phase. If this card was normal or special summoned this turn, you can increase the levels of all Red Raptor monsters you currently control by 1 during your main phase. If this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can banish this card. At 1. Rank Red Raptor Singing. Alias. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 4. Winged Beast. Attack 100. Defense 100. Left scale. Right scale. If you control a face-up nice monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon. Rank Red Raptor Vanishing Alias. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 4. Winged Beast. Attack 1300. Defense 1600. Left scale. Right scale. Once per turn during your main phase. If this card was normal or special summoned this turn, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Red Raptor monster from your hand. Select a zone to play Red Raptor Vanish. There are no. 1 is summoning Red Raptor Vanishing Alias. Hand 4 cards. Rank up Magic. Red Raptor Singing Alias slot 1. Rank Red Raptor Mimicry Alias slot. Selected Red Raptor. Monster zone 1 cards. Selected. Red Raptor Vanishing Alias is activated. Crusher Run is activated. Machinery Raider Monster Zone 3 selected. Machinery Raider is activated.
Okay, add away from these effects.
To special summon in Machinery Radiator. Machinery Raider destroyed. Deck to shuffle. Select a monster to special summon. Red Raptor Singing Alias. Red Raptor Mimicry Alias 1000. Red Raptor Singing Alias 100. Attack 100. Defense zone 0. Selected Red Raptor Singing Alias. Select a zone to play Red Raptor Singing. Monster. Select position. Attacker. 1 is special summon in Red Raptor Singing Alias.
Okay.
Machine Citadel is activated.
If I can survive this,
2 is special summon in Machine Citadel.
I'll have 2 level 4 monsters in the field.
Special summonable cards 4 cards.
And I do.
Red of Knight slot 0. Red Raptor Blade Burner Falcon slot. Red Raptor Force Trick slot. Red Raptor Force Trick slot. Red Raptor Blade Burner Falcon. Red Raptor Blade Burner Falcon. Zone 0. Defense position. Monster effect 9. Level 4. Winged Beast. Attack 1000. Defense 1000. Left scale. Right scale. To level 4 Winged Beast monsters. If this card is Knight summon and your opponent's health is at least 3000 higher than yours, you can make this card gain 3. Red of Knight slot 0. Red of Knight. Zone 0. Defense position. Monster effect 9. Level 4 Warrior. Attack 2000. Defense 0. Left scale. Right scale. To level 4 Dark monsters. This card is always treated as a Phantom Knights and Red Raptor card. You can detach one material from this card. Special summon from your extra deck. One for Phantom Knights, Red Raptor, or Night Dragon Night monster that is 1 rank higher or lower than this card. By using this face-up card, you control that material, but destroy it during your opponent's next end phase. This is treated as a Night summon. Transfer its materials to the selected Red Raptor. Selected Red Raptor vanishing Lanius. Selected Red Raptor singing Lanius. Red Raptor vanishing Lanius sent to extra. Red Raptor singing Lanius sent to extra. Select a zone to play Regus. There are no cards. Select position. Attacker. 1 is special summon in Regus Knight.
Okay. I just exceed summon the monster.
And 3 cards. Rank up Magic Revolution Force slot 1. Rank up Magic Revolution Force. Zone 0. Help with play. Left scale. Right scale. During your turn, target 1 Red Raptor Nice monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck. 1 Red Raptor monster that is 1 rank higher than that card. Red Raptor Mimicry Lanius slot. Rank up Magic Kit Force slot 0. Rank up Magic Kit Force. Zone 0. Spell. Left scale. Right scale. Target 1 Red Raptor Nice monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck. 1 Red Raptor monster that is 2 ranks higher than that target. By using that target as the nice material, this special summon is treated as a nice summon. Nice materials attached to that target also become nice materials on the summoned monster. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card and 1 Red Raptor monster from your graveyard. Then target 1 Red Raptor Nice monster in your graveyard. Special summon it.
I'm Kathleen Sharon,
Select.
and I'm out
Select a zone to play Rank Up Magic Kit Force. Spell 1.
feature full songs alongside their stories
Selected.
when we highlight Asian artists every week in our Music Plus talk
Select
show.
the target of the effect. Regus Knight. Selected Regus Knight. Regus Knight monster zone 1 selected. Rank Up Magic Kit Force is activated. Select an effect you want to activate. Chain another card. No. Select a monster to special summon. Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array. Red Raptor Revolution Falcon 2000 attack 3000 defense. Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array 2000 attack 3000 defense zone 0. Red Raptor Revolution Falcon 2000 attack 3000 defense zone 0. Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array. Selected Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array. Red Raptor vanishing Lanius sent to extra. Red Raptor singing Lanius sent to extra. Regus Knight sent to extra. Select a zone to play Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array. Select position.
Be focused.
Defense up. 1 is special summon in Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array. Rank up Magic Kit Force sent to DY. Trigger Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array from Monster Zone.
Don't give it up.
Monster Zone. Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array. Zone 1. Defense position. Monster effect 9. Level 6. Winged Beast. Attack 2000. Defense 3000. Left scale. Right scale. 3 level 6 Winged Beast monsters. You can also nice summon this card by discarding 1 rank up magic spell and using a rank 5 or lower Red Raptor nice monster you control as material. Transfer its materials to this card. If this card is nice summon, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if it was face up, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the 80k it had on the field. If this card in your possession is yes. Select a card to destroy. Machinery Radiator. Machina Citadel 3000. Gear Gigantex 2000. 300. Machina Citadel 3000. Selected Machina Citadel. Enemy player field. Monster Zone 3. Machina Citadel. Selected Machina Citadel. Machina Citadel Monster Zone 3 selected. Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array is activated. Machina Citadel Monster Zone 3 selected. Machina Citadel is activated. Select an effect you want to activate. Chain another card. Yes. Activable cards 1 card. Rank up Magic Revolution Force 0 attack 0 defense zone. Selected. Select a zone to play Rank up Magic Revolution Force.
I will do that. Here.
Spell 1 card. Select. Spell 1 card. Select. Spell 1. Spell 1 card. Select. Spell 1. Select.
I have a bit of problem here.
Special summonable cards 2 cards. Selectable cards 3 cards. Machinery Radiator slot 0. Spell 1. Selected Crusher Run. Player field. Spell 1. Selected. Select the target of the effect. Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array. Selected Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array. Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array. Monster Zone 1 selected. Rank up Magic Revolution Force is activated. Select a monster to special summon. Red Raptor Arsenal Falcon. Red Raptor Arsenal Falcon 2500 attack 2000 defense zone. Red Raptor Arsenal Falcon 2500 attack. Selected Red Raptor Arsenal Falcon. Red Raptor Vanishing Lanius sent to extra. Red Raptor Singing Lanius sent to extra. Regus Knight sent to extra. Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array sent to extra. Select a zone to play Red Raptor Arsenal Falcon. Select position. Attacker. 1 is special summon in Red Raptor Arsenal Falcon. Red Raptor Arsenal Falcon destroyed. Machina Citadel destroyed. Red Raptor Vanishing Lanius sent to DY. Red Raptor Singing Lanius sent to DY. Regus Knight sent to DY. Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Array sent to DY. Rank up Magic Revolution Force sent to DY. Trigger Red Raptor Arsenal Falcon from graveyard.
Oh boy.
There are no cards to display. Graveyard 7 cards. Rank up Magic Kit. Red Raptor Arsenal Falcon slot 1. Red Raptor Arsenal Falcon. Zone 0. Defense position. Monster effect 9. Level 7. Wing beast. Attack 2500. Defense 2000. Left scale. Right scale. 2 level 7 monsters once per turn. You can detach 1 material from this card. Special summon 1 level 4 wing beast monster from your deck. If this card has any number of Red Raptor monsters as material, it can attack up to that many times during each battle phase. If this card is sent to the DI while it has a Red Raptor monster as material, you can special summon 1 Red Raptor as monster from your extra deck, except Red Raptor. Yes. Red Raptor Arsenal Falcon is activated. Reggers Unbreakable Mind spell / trap zone 2 selected. Crusher Run is activated. Reggers Unbreakable Mind destroyed. Select a monster to special summon. Red Raptor Fiend Eagle. Red Raptor Fiend Eagle slot 1. Red Raptor Fiend Eagle slot 0. Red Raptor Ice Falcon slot 2. Red Raptor Force Strix slot. Red Raptor Force Strix slot. Red Raptor Blade Burner Falcon slot. Red Raptor Blade Falcon slot. Red Raptor Stranger Falcon slot. Red Raptor Revolution Falcon slot. Red Raptor Satellite Cannon Falcon slot. Red Raptor Ultimate Falcon slot 4. Selected Red Raptor Ultimate Falcon. Selectable cards 12 cards. Red Raptor Blade Burner Falcon. Selected Red Raptor Blade Burner Falcon. There are no cards to this. Special summonable cards 2 cards. Red Raptor Blade Burner. Red Raptor Revolution Falcon Red slot. Select Red Raptor Fiend Eagle slot. Red Raptor Force Strix. Red Raptor Stranger Falcon slot 7. Selected Red Raptor Stranger. Selectable cards 12. Red Raptor. Selected Red Raptor. Special summon Red Raptor Revolution Falcon. Selected Red Raptor Revolution.
Oh man.
Select Red Raptor Fiend Eagle. Selected Red Raptor Fiend Eagle. Surrender.
I had to surrender that duel because...
Victory. Leo surrender. No, waiting for rematch answers.
I had to surrender that duel because, there seems to be a problem with that.
Deck editor.
Particular.
Online duel.
But,
Show started. Post. Post online game. Rules okay. Rules okay. Leo won. Deck shake off. Player ready. Leo is ready.
Okay. So that duel went pretty well. At least it would have. Because I had a pretty good monster on the field, and I was upgrading my monsters.
BSG_smoke. Well, it was a good learning experience. Have to run. GL with your duels.
Thanks, dude. See you later, dude. Alright. That's my...
Specky joins the game. Specky is not ready. Specky is ready. Start game. Scissors rock paper rock. Player 1 group 5. Player 2 group 5. Next turn.
Alright, I'm going first.
Main phase 1. Hand 5 card. Red Raptor return slot. Red Raptor shot Lanius slot. Red Raptor call slot 2. Red Raptor Necro Vulture. Red Raptor tribute Lanius slot 4. Red Raptor Necro Vulture. Red Raptor Necro Vulture. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 4. Wing beast. Attack 1000. Defense 1600. Left scale. Right scale. Once per turn. You can tribute 1 Red Raptor monster. Then target 1 rank up magic spell card in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. Also, you cannot nice summon for the rest of this turn except with the effect of a rank up magic spell card. Red Raptor call slot. Red Raptor call. Zone 0. Spell. Left scale. Right scale. Target 1 Red Raptor monster you control. Special summon 1 monster with the same name as that. Red Raptor return slot. Red Raptor return. Zone 0. Trap. Left scale. Right scale. If a Red Raptor monster you control is destroyed by battle, target 1 Red Raptor monster in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. If a face-up Red Raptor monster that you control is destroyed by card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Select a zone. Error. Set a card. Hand 4. Red Raptor shot Lanius slot. Red Raptor shot Lanius. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 4. Wing beast. Attack 1700. Defense 1000. Left scale. Right scale. Once per turn during your main phase. If this card was normal or special summoned this turn, you can target 1 face-up attack position monster on the field. Change it to face-up defense position during your main phase 2. If this card attacks this turn, you can target 1 Red Raptor monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. You can only use this. Red Raptor call slot 1. Red Raptor Necro Vulture. Red Raptor tribute Lanius. Red Raptor tribute. Red Raptor tribute Lanius. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 4. Wing beast. Attack 1800. Defense 400. Left scale. Right scale. During your main phase. If this card was normal or special summoned this turn, you can send 1 Red Raptor card from your deck to the DI during your main phase 2. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle this turn, you can add 1 rank up magic with play spell from your deck to select a zone to 10. 1. End phase. Next turn. Draw phase. Player 2 group 1. Stand by phase. Main phase 1. The end wave is activated. To this summoning Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. Elemental Hero Solid Soldier is activated.
Alright, that's suggesting a fusion deck.
To this special summoning Elemental Hero Sparkman. King of the Swamp sent to DY. King of the Swamp is activated. Card searched. Deck 2 shuffled. Fusion Substitute is activated. Elemental Hero Sparkman sent to DY. Elemental Hero Solid Soldier sent to DY. To this special summoning Elemental Hero Sunrise. Fusion Substitute sent to DY. Elemental Hero Sunrise is activated. The N-Wave is activated. Elemental Hero Sparkman Graveyard 2 selected. Elemental Hero Solid Soldier is activated. To this special summoning Elemental Hero Sparkman. To this special summoning Elemental Hero Neo. Deck 2 shuffled. Card searched.
Oh man, this guy's good with his fusion deck.
Deck 2 shuffled. Battle phase. Elemental Hero Neo's attacks Red Raptor Tribute Gladius. Red Raptor return spell slash trap zone 2 selected. Elemental Hero Sunrise is activated. Red Raptor return destroyed. Damage set start. Player 1 LP minus 900. 7,100 LP remaining. Red Raptor Tribute Gladius destroyed. Damage set end. Elemental Hero Sunrise attacks directly. Damage set start. Player 1 LP minus 2,700. 4,400 LP remaining. Damage set end. Main phase 2. End phase. Next turn. Draw phase. Player 1 drew 1. Standby phase. Main phase 1. Your turn. Hand for cards. Red Raptor Shop Gladius slot. Red Raptor Fall slot 1. Red Raptor Necrowell. Phantom Knights rank up Magic Force slot. Phantom Knights rank up Magic Force. Zone 0. Spell quick play. Left K. Red Raptor Shop Gladius slot. There are no cards to display. Hand for cards. Red Raptor Shop Gladius. Selected. Select a zone to play Red Raptor Shop Gladius. There are no cards. 1 is summoning Red Raptor Shop Gladius. Hand 3. Red Raptor Fall slot 0. Red Raptor Fall. Zone 0. Activable cards 2 cards. Red Raptor Fall slot. Red Raptor Shop Gladius slot 1. Red Raptor Fall slot 0. Select a zone to play Red. Select the target of the effect. Red Raptor Shop Gladius. Selected Red Raptor Shop Gladius. Red Raptor Shop Gladius monster zone 2 selected. Red Raptor Fall is activated. Select a monster to special summon. Red Raptor Shop Gladius. Red Raptor Shop Gladius 1,700 attack. Selected Red Raptor Shop Gladius. Select a zone to play Red Raptor Shop Gladius. Monster. Selected. Monster zone 1 cards. Select. 1 is special summon in Red Raptor Shop Gladius. Step 1 shuffle. Red Raptor Fall sent to DY. Special summonable cards for cards. Red of Knight slot 0. Red Raptor Blade. Red Raptor Force Strip slot. Red Raptor Force Strip. Red Raptor Blade Burner Falcons. Red of Knight slot 0. Selected. Red Raptor. Selected Red Raptor Shop Gladius. Red Raptor. Selected Red Raptor Shop Gladius. Red Raptor Shop Gladius sent to extra. Red Raptor Shop Gladius sent to extra. Select a zone to play Red of Knight. There are no cards. Select position. Defensor. 1 is special summon in Red of Knight. Hand 2. Phantom Knights rank up Magic Force. Select a zone to play Phantom. There are. Red Raptor Tribute Gladius. Selected Red Raptor Tribute Gladius. Red Raptor Tribute Gladius vanished at cost. Select the target of the effect. Red of Knight. Selected Red of Knight. Red of Knight monster zone 1 selected. Phantom Knights rank up Magic Force is activated. Select a monster to special summon. Red Raptor Blade Falcon. Red Raptor Stranger Falcon 2. Red Raptor Stranger Falcon 2000. Red Raptor Blade Falcon 1. Selected Red Raptor Blade Falcon. Red Raptor Shop Gladius sent to extra. Red Raptor Shop Gladius sent to extra. Red of Knight sent to extra. Select a zone to play Red Raptor Blade Falcon. Select position. Attacker. 1 is special summon in Red Raptor Blade Falcon. Phantom Knights rank up Magic Force sent to DY. Monster Zone 1 card. Red Raptor Blaze Falcon. Zone 1. Attack position. Monster effect dice. Level 5. Wind Beast. Attack 1000. Defense 2000. Left scale. Right scale. 3 level 5 Wind Beast. Type monsters. This card can attack directly while it has nice material. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one monster your opponent controls. Destroy it. Once per turn, you can detach one nice material from this card. Destroy as many special summoned monsters your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed. Selected. Select the nice material to detach. Red Raptor Shop. Selected Red Raptor Shop Lanius. Red Raptor Shop Lanius sent to the IS cost. Red Raptor Blaze Falcon is activated. Elemental Hero Apartment destroyed. Elemental Hero Sunrise destroyed. Elemental Hero Neos destroyed. Player 2 LP minus 1500. 6500 LP remaining. Battle phase. Selected. Monster Zone 1 cards. Select. Red Raptor Blaze Falcon attacks directly. Damaged set start. Player 2 LP minus 1000. 5500 LP remaining. Damaged set end. Main phase 2. End phase. Next turn, draw phase, player 2 group 1, standby phase, main phase 1.
There we go, I summoned a great monster.
Fusion substitute banished at cost. Elemental Hero Sunrise Graveyard for selected. Fusion substitute is activated. Card sent to extra. Player 2 group 1. The emergency call is activated. Card searched. Deck to shuffle. The emergency call sent to the Y. To summon an Elemental Hero Blazeman. Elemental Hero Blazeman is activated. Card searched. Deck to shuffle. Polymerization is activated.
Oh boy, fusion summon again.
Rainbow Dragon sent to the Y. Elemental Hero Blazeman sent to the Y. To this special summon an Elemental Hero of Shining. Polymerization sent to the Y. The end wave is activated. To this special summon an Elemental Hero Neos. Deck to shuffle.
No, I don't have to destroy his special summon monsters, but I can attack him directly if I want to.
Miracle Fusion is activated.
Love the mochas here.
Too bad my budget doesn't.
Sarah, don't give it up. State Farm has options to get you a surprisingly great rate.
Thanks, Jake. Next round's on me.
Like a good
She's
neighbor,
using
State
Miracle
Farm
Fusion,
is there. Call or go to
which is another fusion spell card. That's not polymerization.
Elemental Hero Apartment banished. King of the Swamp banished. To this special summon an Elemental Hero Shining Flare Wingman. Miracle Fusion sent to the Y. Enemy Black Monster Zone. Elemental Hero of Shining 2000. Elemental Hero Shining Flare Wingman 2000. Elemental Hero Shining Flare Wingman. Zone 2. Attack position. Monster effect fusion. Level 8. Warrior attack 2500. Defense 2100. Left scale. Right scale. Elemental Hero Flame Wingman plus Elemental Hero Apartment must be fusion summoned. Gains 380k for each Elemental Hero card in your DY. If this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the DY, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original 80k in the DY. Elemental Hero Shining Flare Wingman attacks Red Raptor Blaze Falcon. Damage set start. Player 1 LP minus 2400. 2000 LP remaining. Red Raptor Blaze Falcon destroyed. Red Raptor Shop Lanius sent to DY. Red of Knight sent to DY. Elemental Hero Shining Flare Wingman is activated. Player 1 LP minus 1000. 1000 LP remaining. Damaged set end. Elemental Hero Neos attacks directly. Damaged set start. Player 1 LP minus 2500. 0 LP remaining. Victory. Leo LP reached 0.
And I still lost the duel, but I was able to take him down to basically have his life points this time.
No waiting for rematch answer.
So I say it worked out pretty well.
You will end it. Elemental Hero the shot. Selected Elemental Hero the deck editor. Online duel. Show started through. Post online game. Room password. Rules okay. Leo joins the game. Deck shade of nice. Deck Silvio.pendulum. Deck cipher deck 2000 and deck Silvio.pendulum. Player ready. Leo is ready.
Not to perform pendulum summons. The way this works is you have what are called pendulum cards.
SamTV joins the game. SamTV is not ready. SamTV is ready.
And they're also monsters.
Start game. Scissors, rock, paper.
Each of them has a pendulum scale number.
Select your turn.
0 to 12 or 13.
Second turn. Player 2 group 5. Player 1 group 5.
And
Next
you
turn.
set
Draw
these
phase.
two
Standby phase. Main phase 1.
spell zones. that were previously pendulum
Virtual World
skills.
physical room is activated.
And if you do this, you can summon monsters from your hands from the levels between those two monsters.
Virtual World text on Virtual World text on text to shuffle. Virtual World physical room sent to the eye.
So if you have a pendulum scale of 0 and 8, you can summon monsters from your hand from levels
Virtual
1
World
through
text
7
on Pell Slash Trap Zone for
without
selected.
defeating.
Virtual World killing is activated.
That's the way that it works. It's pretty fun. I love it. And I'll show you how it works if I can get a good scale.
Virtual World text just sent to the eye. Do this special summon in Virtual World killing Lily. Virtual World Onion sent to the eye text to shuffle. Do this summon in Psychic Wielder. Virtual World Onion is activated. Do this special summon in Virtual World Onion. Virtual World killing Lily sent to the eye. Psychic Wielder sent to the eye. Do this special summon in Virtual World Q Ascension. Opponent's turn. End phase. Next turn, draw phase. Player 1 drew 1. Hand 2 cards. Face down slot 0. Player fee. Hand 6 card. Yosen do in the slot. Abyss after wild. Yosen do wind worship slot. Abyss crit token in 7. Yosen do comma 2 slot. Yosen do Shinjuel slot 5. Yosen do Shinjuel slot 5. Select a zone to play. Yosen do Shinjuel is activated. Hand 5. Yosen. Abyss after wild throat slot. Abyss after wild throat. Zone 0. Monster effect pendulum. Level 4 fiend. Attack 1600. Defense 1200. Left scale 2. Right scale 2. Yosen do in the slot. Yosen do in the zone 0. Monster effect. Level 4. Beast warrior. Attack 800. Yosen do wind worship. Yosen do wind worship. Zone 0. Spell quick play. Left scale. Right scale. If you control 3 or more Yosen do monster cards with different names, return as many Yosen do monster cards you control to the hand as possible. Then you can draw until you have 5 cards in your Abyss crit token. Abyss crit token in ceremony. Zone 0. Spell. Left scale. Yosen do comma 2 slot. Yosen do comma 2. Zone 0. Monster effect. Level 4. Beast warrior. Attack. Yosen do comma 2 slot 4. Yosen do in the slot 0. Yosen do comma 2 slot 4. Select a zone to play Yosen do comma 2. 1 is summoned in Yosen do comma 2. Trigger Yosen do comma 2 from monster zone. Yes. Yosen do comma 2 is activated. Select the card to summon Yosen do in the. Selected Yosen do in the. Select a zone to play Yosen do in the. 1 is summoned in Yosen do in the. There are no cards to display. Monster zone 2 card. Yosen do comma 2. Yosen do comma 2. Zone 1. Attack position. Monster effect. Level 4. Beast warrior. Yosen do in the rest. Yosen do in the zone 2. Attack position. Monster effect. Level 4. Beast warrior. Attack. There are no cards. Activable cards. 3 card. Abyss after wild throat slot. Yosen do wind worship slot. Yosen do in the slot 2. Yosen do in the zone 2. Attack position. Monster effect. Level 4. Beast warrior. Attack 800. Defense 1200. Left scale. Right scale. Once per turn. During the end phase. If this card was normal summoned this turn, return it to the hand. You can only use each of the following effects of Yosen do in the once per turn. You can discard this card. This turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when a Yosen do monster test is normal or special summoned. If you control another Yosen do monster, you can draw 1 card. Yosen do in the is activated. Select an effect you want to activate. Chain another card. No. Player 1 drew 1. Hand for cards. Yes and do. A discrete fantasy magic 0 attack 0. A discrete fantasy magic zone 0. Spell. Left scale. Right scale. Target one of this actor monster you control. This turn, every monster that battles it but is not destroyed returns to the hand at the end of the damage step. If this set card in its owner's control. A this actor wild folk 1. A this actor wild folk. A this actor wild folk. Zone 0. Monster effect pendulum. Level 14. Attack 1600. Defense 1200. Left scale 2. Right scale. Spell 1 card. Yes and do into L. Zone 1. Defense position. Spell pendulum. Left scale 3. Right scale 3. Pendulum effective. Hand for cards. Yes and do wind worship 0 attack 0. Select a zone to play. Yes and do. Spell. Selected. Yes and do wind worship is activated. Yes and do comma to return to hand. Yes and do in the return to hand. Yes and do into L return to hand. Yes and do wind worship banished. Hand 6 cards. Yes and do in the slot. This after wild folk. Yes and do comma to. Activable cards 3 cards. This after wild folk slot. Yes and do into L slot 1. Yes and do in the slot 2. Yes and do select a zone to play. Yes and do into L. Yes and do into L is activated. There are no cards to display. Activable cards. Yes and do in the slot 1. Select. Yes and do in the fence to DY. Yes and do in the is activated. Activable cards 1 card. This after wild folk slot 0. Battle phase. Main phase 2. End phase.
I made a mistake.
Draw phase. Player 2 group 1. Standby phase. Main phase 1. Virtual World Gate King on spell / trap zone for selected. Virtual World Map Lulu is activated. Virtual World Gate Judge sent to DY. Do this special summon in Virtual World Map Lulu. Card searched. Deck to shuffle. Do this summon in Virtual World Onion. There are no cards to spell 1 card.
So, I accidentally returned everything to my hand. And as a result, I have nothing on the field, so he can attack me directly.
Virtual World Onion banished. Virtual World Onion banished. Do this special summon in Stardust Chance Warrior.
I sort of made a mistake
Stardust Chance Warrior is activated.
Just because you can activate cards doesn't mean you should.
Virtual World Onion banished to selected. Virtual World Onion is activated. Card returns to deck to shuffle. Player 2 group 1. New notification from Battery Saver. Battery Saver is on. Consider plugging in your device. 1 of 1 window. Virtual World Gate King on spell / trap zone for selected. Virtual World Killing Lily is activated. Virtual World Gate Shun will send to DY. Do this special summon in Virtual World Killing Lily. Virtual World Auto Time to send to DY. Deck to shuffle. Virtual World Q Ascension sent to DY. Virtual World Map Lulu sent to DY. Do this special summon in Diamond Final Sigma. Virtual World Killing Lily sent to extra. Stardust Chance Warrior sent to extra. Charging battery 19%. Do this special summon in Virtual World Phoenix Anthem Landscape. Next 15 PM. Virtual World Killing Lily sent to the Wild Cost. Stardust Chance Warrior sent to the Wild Cost. Yes and do into spell / trap zone 1 selected.
Because he's gonna destroy that spell that I have on my field. Effectively destroying my pendulum scale, which sucks. As a result.
Virtual World Q Ascension Graveyard X selected. Virtual World Phoenix Anthem is activated. Virtual World Q Ascension banished. Yes and do into banished.
Yep. Here we go. Then I get hit with
You
major
must
damage.
single attacks directly. Damage set start. Player 1 LP minus 3000, 5000 LP remaining. Damage set end. Virtual World Phoenix Stanford attacks directly. Damage set start. Player 1 LP minus 2600, 2400 LP remaining. Damage set end. Main phase 2, end phase. Next turn, draw phase, player 1 drew 1, stand by phase, main, hand 5 cards, a discrete phantom, a discrete opening, a this actor wild coat, you open newcomer to slot 3, a this actor friendly under, a this actor friendly under, a this actor friendly understudy, zone 0, monster effect pendulum, level 2 themes, attack 700, defense 700, left scale 8, right scale 8, pendulum, a discrete opening, a discrete fantasy magic slot, a discrete fantasy magic, zone 0, spell, left scale, right scale, top, a discrete opening ceremony slot 1, a this actor wild coat slot, a this actor wild coat, zone 0, monster effect pendulum, level 4 themes, attack 1600, defense 1200, left scale 2, right scale. Selected. Hand 5 cards. Activable cards 2 cards. A this actor friendly understudy. A this actor wild coats. Selected. Enemy play. There are no cards. There are no cards to display. There are no cards. Activable. A this actor wild coats. Selected. No waiting for rematch answer. Duel ended.
Oh, he surrendered. Okay, I guess we go to the moon next tool. And I'm using a different deck this time here.
Deck editor. Online duel. Show stop post. Post online game. Rules okay. Leo wants the game. Leo is not ready. Deck Silvio. Deck mark not right. Deck mark not magician. Deck name. Deck name not cyber.
I'll use my fusion deck. I don't like using fusions, but I'll be using my fusion deck this time.
Player ready. Leo is ready.
Problem is, I don't actually know how to fusion summon that well. I'm not very good at fusion summoning because I sort of don't like it that much, I guess. It's alright, I guess. I mean, a fusion summon we can do other things, like Xyz or Synchro or Pendulum, or Link summon, which I haven't actually shown yet. I'll do that next time.
Get ready and wait for enemy before start the game.
It can take a little time to get
Player
started.
wants the game. Player is not ready. Player is ready. Start game. Rock. Scissors, rock, paper. Rock. Select your turn. Second turn. Player 2 group I. Player 1 group I. Next turn. Draw phase. Stand by phase. Main phase 1.
I pretty much always go second because I like to see what people have, so I can get an idea of what they're playing with.
Rainbow to green overlord of not world sent to DY. Trade is activated. Player 2 group 2. Trade sent to DY. The base of not world is activated. Set a card. Danger Jackalope is activated. Danger Jackalope selected. Danger Nessie sent to DY. To his special summon in Danger Jackalope. Player 2 group 1. Danger Nessie is activated.
For only $29.99 per month each when you get 2 or more lines.
Deck to shuffle.
You could save hundreds on your mobile bill. Plus,
Rainbow to green overlord of not world vanished at cost. The base of not world is activated. Danger Chupa camera sent to DY. Player 2 group 1. Danger Nessie graveyard to selected. Danger Chupa camera is activated. To his special summon in Danger Nessie.
Visit SpectrumMobile.com.
The base of not world sent to DY. The base of not world is activated.
Customers on 2 or more unlimited
Danger Mothman is activated. Danger Mothman selected. Danger Bigfoot sent to DY. To his special summon in Danger Mothman. Player 2 group 1.
Mountain Dew Energy with citicoline and caffeine.
Danger Nessie sent to DY. Danger Jackalope sent to DY. Danger Mothman sent to DY. To his special summon in Curious. The last one Dominion. Curious. The last one Dominion is activated. Rainbow to green overlord of not world sent to DY. Deck to shuffle. Curious. The last one Dominion is activated. Nowhere than that of not world sent to DY. Nowhere than that of not world sent to DY. Allure of darkness sent to DY.
Budget doesn't. Calling time on collecting. Don't give it up. State Farm has options to get you a surprisingly great
Victory.
rate.
Player lost connection.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
That happens too sometimes.
David Bowie's The
No,
Rise
duel
and
ended.
Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars album turns
Deck F. Online duel.
rediscover the hits
Show post.
Starman
Post online game. Room password. Rules okay. Rules okay. Leo wants the deck name not cyber. Player ready. Leo is ready.
Ziggy Stardust
Sometimes you can lose connection, sometimes you can lose selection.
on Spotify.
Depends, but hey, I still win. One duel at least. So far I've been losing duels. It's funny how when I stream, lose duels. It's like a stream curse, you know? like these lo-fi beats. You can't really go wrong with lo-fi. You know, it's pretty good stuff. Just here for a bit.
Dimas launched the game. Dimas is not ready. Dimas is ready. Dimas left the game.
Oops, I hit the wrong button.
YuGiOh launched the game. YuGiOh is not ready. YuGiOh is ready. Start game. Scissors, rock, paper. Rock. Scissors, rock, paper. Rock. Select your turn. Second turn. Player 2 group high. Player 1 group high. Next turn. Draw phase. Standby phase. Main phase 1. The sacred waters in the sky is activated. Card searched. Deck to shuffle. The sacred waters in the sky sent to DY. To summon the agent of Mystery Earth. The agent of Mystery Earth is activated. Card searched. Deck to shuffle. The agent of Life Neptune sent to DY. The agent of Life Neptune is activated. To special summon the agent of Creation Venus. Player 2 LP minus 500, 7,500 LP remaining. The agent of Creation Venus is activated. To special summon Mystical Shamball. Deck to shuffle. Player 2 LP minus 500, 7,000 LP remaining. The agent of Creation Venus is activated. To special summon Mystical Shamball. Deck to shuffle. Mystical Shamball sent to DY. Mystical Shamball sent to DY. To special summon Protector of the Agent's Loom. Protector of the Agent's Loom is activated.
Now these cards I have never seen before. These are... Well, I think these are older cards that I've never seen before.
Majesty Hyperion sent to DY. Deck to shuffle.
Except for Mystical Shine Ball, I've seen that before, but everything else I haven't seen.
Player 2 LP minus 500, 6,500 LP remaining. The agent of Creation Venus is activated. To special summon Mystical Shamball. Deck to shuffle. Mystical Shamball sent to DY. Protector of the Agent's Loom sent to DY. To special summon Celestial Nightlord Pasha. Diviner of the Herald sent to DY. Celestial Nightlord Pasha is activated. Card searched. Deck to shuffle. The agent of Life Neptune banished at cost. To special summon Master Hyperion. The agent of Mysterious sent to the Y. Master Hyperion sent to the Y. To his special summon in Master Flare Hyperion. The agent of Disrupt to shuffle. Master Flare Hyperion is activated. Surrender. Victory. Leo surrender.
Alright, I gotta go. I'll be streaming tomorrow. World of Warcraft. I apologize for the abrupt end of the stream. I gotta go. We gotta eat some food. So I'll stream tomorrow. I apologize again, and I'll see you guys later.
General Discord. General docu. Desktop list 1. Task with time of the close time of dialog use. Cancel her. Close time of rest. Desktop list 1. Shut down Windows dialog closed. Desktop list. Tab chat micro yes YuGiOh 1. Stop recording check. Stop stream not checked. Stop in stream. Stop recording.